I taught over 17 women how to invest their first $100 in the stock market this year. And the biggest lesson that I learned is that women aren't afraid of investing. They are afraid of getting it wrong, and that is deeper. And we're gonna talk about it in this video so that you can stop overthinking and actually start investing, okay? So if you're new here or returning, hey girl, hey, my name is Joshlyn and I am the founder of Maximize Money, where I teach women how to invest their first $100 in the stock market and build long-term financial freedom on their terms with their current income, okay? And like I mentioned, we're gonna talk about what I learned from teaching 17 women how to invest their first $100 in the stock market, because it was eye-opening, okay? So number one is that there is a fear of losing money, or a fear of getting it wrong, or a fear of not knowing where to start and choosing not to start, okay? And these are all valid reasons to not invest. It's stuff that I believe in and that I resonated as well when I first started investing back in 2018, seriously, okay? Meaning it was my own account, not a 401k, not anything attached to a company, my own, as we call it, a self-directed retirement account. And that fear pushed me into somebody else's hands, and obviously not like a man or something, but like a financial advisor. And one thing I learned from that experience, shout out to him, but one thing I learned from that experience is that you cannot outsource your financial literacy, which includes investing, stock market education, to a financial advisor, meaning you should not be paying somebody else to invest on your behalf. Now, you can pay for education, okay? All the women that I work with this year, they paid for education, but it was their account. It was their $100. It was their choice. And one thing they can say, all of them, you can look over any of my receipts on my website, is that they all feel confident, more confident about knowing what to invest in and why they're investing in it, okay? But the fear is stopping a lot of people from starting it, and that was the one thing they all said. When they left my workshops, my coaching, they all unanimously said that this makes so much more sense. Where were you 5-10 years ago? And it's like, I had to learn it for myself. I had to become a certified educator, because my goal is for you to be empowered. I don't want you to not know what to do, so not start. Like, that's also a decision. And I think a lot of times, based on the conversations that I had with the majority of them, is that they were going to do nothing, or they were going to hire an advisor. They were going to outsource the responsibility of growing their own money to someone else. And that is the easiest way to lose money. So if anything, what I encourage you to do is get serious about literacy, get serious about education. That is why my brand exists. That is why this channel exists. That is why I have so many resources. So many are free, like my free Investing for Beginners guide. It is linked in the description, because I want women to get access to the information that they need. But more information can become an issue, which leads to point 2 around information overload. A lot of times we're watching the videos, we're downloading the books, and we never do anything. And I'm saying that because these are the things my money girls told me. It's like, the reason I signed up for your coaching, the reason I signed up for your workshop is because number 1, you forced us to pay. And number 2, it will take us out of education and information overload into actually doing. Like, my whole premise is like making investing a starting point, and that's why we start with $100. So let's talk about my unique methodology and why starting small actually matters. Because again, when I started investing in my self-directed account back in 2018, all I had was $100, okay? I didn't have a whole check to give over. I wasn't making no 6 figures. I was just a regular schmegular girl who had been consuming so much content about investing and growing your money, and I was like, I want to be a part of this. But I outsourced it to someone else, and that was probably the biggest, not a mistake, but like, if I can go back in time, I would have just been educating myself from the very beginning the way that I did in 2021 up to now, obviously. And now I help other women by educating them. And so that is where my whole $100 Invest Your First $100 framework came from. So this is my whole program, okay? It's a whole 30-day experience that I work with you one-on-one to open your first, again, self-directed account, not a 401k, not anything attached to your company. This is in your name. It's based on your personal finances. So whether you work a job or a business, it's your account. I walk you through the things you need to know about investing, i.e. how you make money through investing in the stock market, the different types of beginner-friendly investments out there, and then again, $100 for one investment, not 5, not 10. You need to master one thing. So it's my whole framework is one account, $100, one investment type, okay? And we create a routine based on your money over those 30 days so that you have a clear plan of how you're going to invest and what you're going to invest in and why you're investing in it. Because a lot of people come to me and they ask, oh, should I invest in Bitcoin? Should I invest in crypto? And my rule of thumb that I tell all my money girls, if you watching and you a money girl, comment below. You know I say this all the time. If you cannot explain it to me in one sentence, you should not be investing in it. So one thing I don't want us to do is just blindly follow the advice of people online, even myself. I could tell you what I'm investing in, and I don't mean you should be investing in it. I'm going to tell you how to research investments, okay? I'm going to tell you what to look out for, how to assess the risk, how much it costs you to buy this thing, how much it's going to cost you to continue to own this thing, things that we just don't have the knowledge around. And that's why my whole Invest Your First $100 VIP experience exists, because I want to move you from education to activation, okay? At some point, you have to start. And $100, sorry, y'all, the third thing that went off. Hold on. Girl, and I'm gonna leave all that in there. The whole reason you don't start is because you feel like you have to know every single thing about investing. And I'm like, information overload is a choice. And all you're gonna do is feel confused on what to start with. What account makes sense? Should I be buying Bitcoin? Should I be buying Apple and Google? And girl, no. You need to just understand what is beginner friendly, what can make you money, how is it projected to make you money, potentially how much can it make you, and starting with your $100. The more you put it off, the more you're missing out on dividends, which is a small percentage of what companies pay you for owning their stocks. The more you put it off, the more you're missing out on compounding interest, which is how your money grows while you continue to work and play and live your best life. These are two things that we talk about in detail in my Invest Your First $100 VIP experience, and I hope you understand how to apply it to your unique income and your unique goals. And so that is what I've learned about helping women and teaching women how to invest their first $100 is they let fear get in the way, they let information overload get in the way, and they feel like they need more money to start investing. And really, $100 can take you very far as long as you start at a decent age, okay? If you're 60, just now starting to invest, girl, that's not good. You need to be doing it as early as possible, meaning your first big girl job, whenever you get any kind of earned income, even if you work at the grocery store, baby, you got money to invest. As long as you have some type of earned income, especially if it's consistent from a job, but even if it's not, I have worked with entrepreneurs, business owners who are just so used to just throwing their money back into the business or rushing to spend it on a new business expense. And it's like, girl, what's your retirement plan? What's your exit plan? Are you planning to work forever? I don't feel like you want to work forever. I don't want to work forever. Do you want to work forever? Don't you want to take a break and actually have the money to live on it? That is what investing does for you. It's not just to say I have this $1 million portfolio. I have my own portfolio worth close to $300,000, and I've built this year over year. And that is what I want for more women, because that is my money to do what I want to do when I want to do it, okay? I ain't got to go take out a loan. If I wanted to do something magnificent overnight, I have the money between my savings and investments. So what investing really does for you is it gives you freedom. It gives you options, okay? And that's what we want, and that's what we deserve as women. But at some point, baby, you got to stop overthinking it and get in the game, okay? $100 ain't going to kill you, because you spend that on brunch, on lunch, on nails, on hair, on Shein carts, okay? You got to get serious about growing your money. You got to get serious about ensuring that your money is working just as hard as you do. Instead of complaining about this job, complaining about that client, you need to recognize that that's giving you stability, and you can build more stability, more income streams with that money. So if that's something that resonates with you and you like, girl, I need the program, I've been sitting on this investment, I actually have a lot of money to be investing, go ahead and click the link in the description to learn more and book your VIP experience. But if not, that's totally okay. We're not forcing nothing over here, baby. The money's coming in regardless. When you're ready, you're ready. But I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. What is one question you have about investing that you've been, putting off, or that you'd love to get a clear answer on? I'm happy to engage. Obviously, if I don't know it, I don't know it. But let's continue the conversation in the comment section below. Tell me about one big investing question that you have that you'd love some clarity on. And you never know who might need to see it as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to continue these type of conversations, watch the next video that's popping up on the screen right now, and let's head over there.